One more thing before the FDR.
Yes, sir. What do we
I have
got?
a little segment from beeradvocate.com.
Is this the good one or the bad one?
This is the good one.
Okay, good. I don't remember, as we've established.
It is Are You a Beer Geek by Jason and Todd Alstrom.
I don't know how I feel about this, Michael.
Well, it's not too bad.
Well, I just have problems with the word geek. It's like,
Well,
oh, Jesus, I'm a geek. Oh, God.
They define geek, as Merriam-Webster does, as an enthusiast or expert, especially in a technology field or activity.
Okay.
So they do
dork.
address Poindexter. So they do address the semantic concerns up front. That's the right word, right? Semantics? Yeah.
That's a good word.
So are you a beer geek? If any of the following applies to you, the answer is probably yes. And so I'll say these statements, and then we can say yes or no to them, or that's dumb, or that's cool. So, number 1, drinking beer in the shower doesn't sound weird.
That doesn't sound weird.
Have you done this?
No. I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, the two activities, you either want to take a shower or either want to drink a beer. I don't want to cross the streams, and I don't know. Anyway.
The biggest problem for me seems to be the heat factor.
Yeah. Traveling for work or pleasure always involves mapping out potential beer stops.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, sure. Even if it's spur of the moment.
No, 100%. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Try to find something at the region you're at. Something different. Something with a cool label. Whatever it is.
That's why I had the weird peanut butter cup porter in Canada that did not quite pan out.
But you can say you tried it.
I did, and it was there. It led me to believe that West Coast Canadian beer was not as good as West Coast American beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Next point. You've traveled far or waited for hours just to score some beer because it was worth it.
Yeah, I did that.
Was Dark Lord kind of, our Brewfest tickets include this?
I was going to say Dark Lord because, we've had episodes devoted to this.
Yes.
Yeah, even if you don't count the hour-ish wait in line to get into the festival, there's still a wait to get the bottles. So, yep, done there. Done that, been there.
You've traded for a beer with somebody from across the country because you had to know how it tasted for yourself. Now,
well,
you've done this in person-ish, maybe with a beer swap, but not like finding somebody on a forum and sending them a bottle of something in exchange for
No. The closest see, that's another thing that comes along with Dark Lord Day is that it's not so much you have X beer, give me some and I will give you this. It's more of you're standing around and someone comes up to you and says, "Hey man, have this."
Oh, Pliny the Elder.
Precisely.
Yeah, okay. Next point. You've tried homebrewing because you find the process fascinating.
Yep, totally.
Yeah. Yep.
Did that. Been there, done that.
Still doing it.
Still doing that.
When asked what your favorite beer is, you always answer with the next one because you haven't tried every beer on the planet yet.
I'm not that big of a... It's always... See, the problem is, even if you haven't tried everything on the planet, the possibility that you tried the best one for your particular taste is there.
Right.
Because, there's nostalgia factors, there's personal taste, there's all sorts of memories that we can't associate with Bjorn's Fjord beer out of Norway or whatever.
Right.
And compared to Two Hearted or anything like that.
Sure. Yeah, that's kind of a cute... all these are cute, but that one's a little...
That's a butthole move.
Okay. Well, you appreciate having it. Lack of proper glassware won't stop you from enjoying a beer.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah. Well, I think with that qualifier of appreciating having it...
that's an American pale male's tradition, sir.
Yeah, well, we are using glassware.
Well, I know we're using glassware, but are we using the proper glassware?
We're not going...
sometimes we do.
We're not being rigorous about it.
Oh, God, no.
But we're not using, the tumbler from the bathroom or something like that. I guess there's a spectrum here, I guess. In
a 32-ounce plastic glass from Kinnick Stadium.
Yeah, right. 3 more here. Despite being presented with limited options, you'll always find a beer to enjoy instead of complaining about the selection.
You never complain about the selection.
Wow.
It's bad form. Okay, so here's the 2 options that you have on that.
Mm-hmm.
The selection is either under your control or it's not, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if it's under your control, you have no reason to complain about it because it was under your control. Therefore, you can have dominion over what beer is purchased.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets rid of half of it. And if it's not under your control, you'd be a horrible guest if you complained about it.
That'd be rude, yes.
I mean, like...
But walking into a bar, per se. I wouldn't complain about it. I would just sulk.
So I don't know about you, but I'm not going to say if they only have, like, the Beast on tap or something like that. Or when we went to friend of the show Chris's wedding, we went to a bar that did not have beer on tap, but only had Fireball on tap. Not a joke. Not a joke. You weren't there with that one, but that's 100%.
I wasn't there, but I remember that story.
That was 100% the truth. Even if it's just a bottle of Budweiser, like, I mean, it gets so much worse. Everywhere's got to have, like, at least Budweiser, right?
Yeah, I guess you can find mirth and appreciate even a Budweiser from time to time, as we've done on this podcast.
Oh, totally. Like, I got no beef with Budweiser.
And if you're in good company.
Sure.
Yeah.
And if there's Fireball on tap. It was real weird. It was like, you know how, like, the Blue Moose has the barrels with the taps in it?
Mm-hmm.
That are, like, sort of set into the wall. This was just one barrel with one tap, and it just had Fireball written on, like, masking tape above it. It was pretty sketchy.
Okay. And maybe you're getting into, like, this, they're saying snobbery versus geekery, too.
Sure.
Maybe I'm going into snobbery there.
That's okay.
You may have a discerning palate, but you don't look down on the opinions of other beer drinkers.
No.
You still do.
Well, I will. Yeah.
Oh,
totally.
you will. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Like if someone tells me that jalapeno beer from Bent River, Great River, I don't remember which one, whatever Davenport place is that generally makes good beer, disclaimer, that jalapeno beer is hot garbage. So, yeah, I would pass judgment on that.
Last one here. You haven't forgotten that beer is meant to be fun.
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah. I think
that's the whole point, man.
A good button on that.
Yeah, totally.
Thanks to Beer Advocate for a nice little pithy article that we can riff on.